Welcome to Riverdale Farm Campsites in Clinton, Connecticut. Riverdale Farm Campsites is located south of Hartford and just a short drive from the Long Island Sound and Hammonasset Beach State Park. There are plenty of restaurants in the area and a variety of stores within a 10-minute drive. If you do plan on visiting the state park, be advised that their entry fees are higher on the weekends and if you are not a Connecticut resident. About half of the full hookup sites at Riverdale Farm are seasonal. These full hookup sites, in general, are in the more wooded areas of the campground and a bit farther from amenities such as the swimming area, fishing spots, and laundry room. The section of the campground closest to those amenities have water, electric, and gray water dump only. These include some sites that are situated right along the Hammonasset River. If you're like us and have never done a gray water only site, keep in mind that you do need a gray water drain adapter and a hose to dump. I'll link one in the description if this was new for you too. Alternatively, there are 2 dump stations near the office if your stay is short enough that you can just wait and dump your black and gray tanks all at once. The site spacing really varies depending on the site. The full hookup areas were a bit tighter than the gray water only sites around the pond and near the river. Our site, in particular, was very spacious. Some of the sites near the river are pull-through, but are a little awkward to access as you have to drive across the grass, which I think could be problematic if there's been a lot of recent rain. The roads are fairly narrow and some were steep and a bit washed out. Though they're not entirely unnavigable, I would recommend avoiding sites in the area of numbers 1 through 46 if you have a larger rig. The sites do have fire pits and picnic tables, and in addition to RVs, the campground does allow tent camping and also has a few cabins for rent. There are several bathhouses around the property. The one we used behind the office was a bit dated, but everything worked as it should. The laundry facilities are located near the office, and it's $2 for a washing machine and $1 to dry. Those are coin only, but you do need to reserve a time to use these machines. They also do not allow the use of your own washer and dryer if you have them in your RV. There are lots of things to keep you and your kids busy here, including a couple of playgrounds, shuffleboard, tennis and basketball courts, a baseball field, and a game room. The pond is clean and the water was crisp, and it's also tested regularly, so it is safe for swimming. There are several fishing spots along the river, and if you have a riverfront site, you can just walk right outside your door and drop a line. The campground does have decent Wi-Fi, and it's free for your first 24 hours. After that, they have daily, weekly, and monthly rates. Teddy says he liked walking around the campground, and since it's pretty big, there were lots of smells to investigate. There isn't a place that he could run around, but some dogs broke the rules and didn't have their humans on a leash. He was okay with not being allowed in the pond because that would involve getting wet. The rates at Riverdale Farm are reasonable, and considering how close it is to the Long Island Sound, it's surprisingly quiet and secluded. I can definitely see the draw for families with kids to get a seasonal site and spend the summer here. It was also great for us for a long weekend. I certainly wouldn't be opposed to coming back if we were looking to explore this area a little bit more. Have you stayed here? Tell us what you thought in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see where the road takes us next.